Okay, I'm gonna see if any of my neighbors are out there. I'll be on for a few minutes to see if anybody comes in. Oh, how do you pronounce that? Cat liking 916. Come on in here, neighbor. I've got to learn your name and be able to pronounce it on cue. How are you doing? Everything going okay? Uh oh, there's Sam, the glove man. I don't have any gloves, Sam. I know that Miss Southern Belle and I think her name is Mandy, but she's they did the taste test thing on what's the channel? Res Production. She and Vicky and Miss Southern Belle did a taste test, and they all wore gloves for Sam. I'm gonna have to get me some gloves, but I don't have any gloves, Sam. I'm so sorry. Will y'all come on in here and have a talk with me? Cali, like California, are the bed Cali, Cali, Cal, Cali, Caliking, Caliking. Is that right? Oh, there's Evie. Tap tap tap. Just saw you over there on Irene's channel, Evie. How are you? I'm glad y'all stopped by for a few minutes. Oh, okay. Gotcha, Sam. I guess everybody has to have something to hold on to. There's Claudette, my twinsy. I'm doing a lot better. Thank you, Claudette. It's been up in the 80s here in Mississippi. It's going to be 90 tomorrow. Man, when it decided to get hot, it got hot. What's everybody doing? Hanging out? There's sweet Vanessa. I've been watching your videos, Vanessa. They're very inspirational. I love watching them. Little short videos about how, I mean, she's just inspiring. I mean, I'll go over there and check her channel out. Um, she is very, very inspiring. Always uplifting, motivated. Don't forget to check out Evie's channel. That's a hard working woman right there. I'm gonna tell you that. There's Maria. Oh, okay. I'm glad you're doing okay, Maria. Good. That's great. Yeah, I just thought I would come on for a little bit before my daughter and son-in-law are supposed to come over for supper tonight, and I just thought I would come on live to visit with you all. And I made a video today about our neighborhood subject. I won't tell you what it's about. Wanted to talk to my neighbors about a few things, and uh, I sent my chia pet outside for a little while, and I can't show you the chia pet because it's outside. I forgot to bring it in. There's Ninja Mama Renee. Howdy. Come on in. And it doesn't look as good as Judy May's. She has that heat light that she puts on hers. And I was going to make this joke about mine, saying that my dog only understood Spanish language because my instructions were in Spanish, and that's why he's not growing. But Judy Mays was in English, but my instructions were in Spanish. I didn't get English instructions. So I was going to use the excuse that my chia pet wasn't doing very well because my dog only understands Spanish, and I don't know how to speak Spanish. But I didn't do that. Well, there's Roger. Get on in here, Roger. Little dust bunny. Come on. Don't forget to get your drink and your snack. And let's have a little chat, see what everybody's doing. James has been out running around. You know, we've been doing the garden. Well, that kind of put him behind on other things that he needed to do. He and I just sold some property, and he had to get some things off that property that had to do with his tractor, a bush hog, and other scrap metal that he had been saving up to go sell. And so he and my son-in-law have been running around for the last 2 days trying to get those things off that property. And actually, come to think of it, it's 3:00. James was going to cut grass today because he's got to go back to work tomorrow days. He really is running behind. There's Nora. I enjoyed your live last night, Nora. It was so much fun. And those Coca-Cola magnets that you got, those were awesome. Really, really nice. Congratulations on passing 800. 40 and broke. Come on in here, 40 and broke. How are you? You know, I can actually remember turning 40. Even I know I'll be 55 this month, but I actually remember my 40th birthday. It seems like it was just yesterday, but now it's 15 years later. I just don't know where the time went. And I'm sporting my new glasses. I think I told y'all that the other day. And I'm so glad because I can actually see the chat now. Addison Arendt? Is that how you pronounce that? I've never seen you in my chat, but you're welcome, neighbor. Come on in here. There's my sister. Hey, Mimi. How are you? How'd you find my channel, Addison? Were you just looking around and just popped in? Oh, I know, Renee. I was getting to where I couldn't hardly see anything, even with my glasses. But you know, the eye doctor said it. They only went up just a tiny bit. But you know, if it's a tiny bit, or just whatever, if your glasses are off just a little bit and your vision has gotten worse, I mean, your vision. There's Samantha. There's Samantha Sessions. Come on in. Well, what's everybody been doing? Oh, okay. I think I remember you, 40 and broke. Now that I read your name, I remember you being there. Mimi, these are all my neighbors. They are something else. They keep me occupied, entertained. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Nora. I don't see how, and I guess because you have youth on your side, Nora. I don't know how old you are, but I I think because young people, oh, I have to have reading glasses. They just get stronger and stronger. Oh, mine's not 3.5, Ninja. No. Oh, Heather's Hall. Okay, come on in, Addison. Good to have you. Yeah, if anybody doesn't go know Heather, go over to her channel and subscribe. Heather Hall's auction. No, you're not, Nora. You're not. Don't tell me that. I know, Mimi. I'll be glad when you can get that surgery. Nora, stop it. You are not close to 50. What I was going to say after Nora just totally shocked me out of my seat. Um, oh, keep pimping me out, Evie. You know, pimping ain't easy. Pimping is not easy. Nora, I just cannot believe that. I am just totally shocked. You are so, I mean, you look so young. I thought you were probably in your early 30s. And I'm not making that up. I really thought you were. But what I was going to say, um, I can't do Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. I don't see how people do all those things. How there's just so many hours in a day. There's Sharon. Hey, Sharon. How are you? Please, everybody, give me a thumbs up. I appreciate it. Now, if Nora, if no, you're not vintage. If you could, Nora, if you could explain to me how you can do TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and who knows what else. Oh, thank you, Dana. Good to see you. Thank you. I love my new glasses just because I can see out of them. That's for one thing. Oh, thank you, Sharon. Next time James and I do oh, you don't do them all every day. Okay, okay. Oh, I'm glad you told her that, Claudette. I'm glad you gave her that little tidbit about your cataract. The next time James and I do a garden video, if you watch the last one, he held up these panel things that we're going to put in the garden for our cucumbers and tomatoes to grow up the like a trellis. We hope to have them in the garden the next video that I make. But he is going to be working Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday days, and he works 12-hour shifts. So I don't know when I'll be able to video another garden video, and I hope some of the plants will be, you know, up more, and would have rained. It's supposed to rain tomorrow, I think. I hope so. If not, he's going to have to water today. Um, Nora, I don't mean, I'm still debating on whether I believe you or not if you're that old. Which, anything younger than I am is not old. I don't know why I'm saying old. Really, Ninja? I have trifocals. Yes, ma'am, trifocals. See, Mimi, who is in the chat right now, she has had glasses since she was a young child. That's my oldest sister. Now, I didn't really get reading glasses till I was 17, and then I really didn't wear them that much. Then, when I was in my 30s, I got reading glasses again, and then I got that surgery where it corrects your vision, and it corrected my close up vision, but there was nothing wrong with my far off vision. So, of course, there was nothing to correct. But he said, you can come back when you're 40 and we can correct that too. Well, by the time 40 came along, my close up vision was messed up again and my far off vision was messed up. And I said, well, I'll just wear glasses. I'm not going through that, which the surgery wasn't bad, but I just said, I'll just wear glasses. And ever since, I've been on the steroid, my eyes have gotten worse. There's Bowline. I want to tell you the other day when you were on, I think it was KK's or Miss Southern Bell's live. I don't want to say the wrong thing. You were singing, it might have been Vicky's. You were singing and you were singing Christian songs. I really enjoyed that. It was very nice. Oh, you do 40 and broke? You use the cattle panels to for an arch for your cucumbers? Nice. Well, see, that was one thing they were worried about with me taking all these steroids, that I was going to develop cataracts, because that's one thing that steroids do, among other millions of things they do to your body, is they cause you to have cataracts. And he said this time, he said, I don't see any. And I was like, oh, I don't need another problem. Thank you, baby Jesus. I do not need another problem. I have enough physical problems. Life Adventures with Michelle. Get on in here, Michelle, and tell us what you have been doing. What is in your life today? Is it sunny where you all are? Is it raining? Is it cold? Is it hot? I'm so glad y'all are all getting to know each other. Don't forget, go over and sub to Connection of Lives and Interests. Um, she is a good channel. She has a lot of things that she cooking little shorts that she does to show you things that she puts together to serve. She, growing, she has potatoes. She does gardening. Go over and check her channel out. There is Cynthia, and it's 85. I know, Cynthia. It is so hot here. And Michelle has had a storm. Is that storm coming my way, Michelle? Now, usually I keep up with it through Cynthia because Cynthia is in Texas, and usually the weather from Texas moves on over through Mississippi, Louisiana, Mississippi. So I usually know when Cynthia tells me that they've had rain or whatever their weather is, I'm about to get what they just had. So I don't know where Michelle is from. I'm in Mississippi. Oh no, Cynthia, 95? Oh no. Oh my goodness. 86 in hell? Oh, what is this world coming to? Oh, is it going to be 90s next week, Mimi? Oh my goodness, I didn't really think it was going to reach 90 this early in the year. 89 in Georgia. Tis me, Lori. Got to go to work. What do you do, Lori? Where do you work, if you don't mind telling it? See, y'all, when it went from Here in Mississippi, it does crazy things. There's Jamie's Country Living. Sorry if I missed you earlier, Jamie. I know, Mimi. We're going to have a hot summer. I know. We are. But it went from, and I kept telling James, I said, now after Easter, the weather's just going to warm up quick. Because usually you have that Easter snap, and as my grandmother used to call it, and then you go into warmer weather. But I didn't really realize it was going to go into hot weather. And I want to tell you, I've been getting cards in the mail for my birthday. I'm so excited. But I've been putting them in a box. So I wouldn't be tempted to open them. I've just been putting them away in a box. I don't know how many I have so far, but if you would like to send me one, oh, 55. Oh, that sounds like nice weather, Ninja. Oh, you live in North Georgia? Nice. It's May the 17th. I'll be married 35 years on May the 16th, and on the May 17th, I'll turn 55. And I want to get 55 cards. And if I don't, that's okay. I'm just excited about the cards that I'm getting. Maria said, it is 55 here. It was 61, but it's cold again. But this summer, it will get really hot, but not now. Oh, wait a minute. I found out I don't have any problems that you have. Oh, I'm so glad, Dana. I am so glad, honey. I didn't want you to have what I have. That it's not fun. I'm gonna tell you right now, it is not a fun disease. Oh, you're an RN? Oh, you have my utmost respect, Tismy. Oh, you work at the OB. Oh, you work with babies being born. There's old mechanic. He's been watching my garden videos. Old mechanic has. Go check his channel out. He has a good channel. Who is in here that can drop some links for me? Who has come in that is a get on I want y'all to connect to each other. Be friends, be neighbors. Get to know one another. Oh, there's Laura. Come on in. We're just visiting. All right, let me see. Make sure you got your drink of choice. You don't have to tell me what it is if you don't want to. Oh, thank you, Ninja Mama. If you could just see me when I wake up in the mornings, you would think, "Oh, is she gonna be able to survive?" Because I'm telling you, when I wake up in the morning, it's a sight to see. My sister, she knows. There's Miss Southern Belle. I'm doing good, Miss Southern Belle. How are you? There's my good friend, Miss Southern Belle. Please go over and check her channel out. I'm trying to see if who can drop some links for me. Let me turn someone into a mod that would like to drop some links for me because there's some good channels in my chat right now that I would love for their channel to be dropped. Because they're the channels that are on here in my chat. Um, how does Mountain Dew Zero taste, Laura? I can't do soft drinks anymore. They have so much sodium in them. Oh, Ninja. Thank you for saying that. Okay, hang on. Live with Michelle. Hang on. Let me turn you into. I appreciate you. Hang on. Okay, there you go, hon. I'm still thinking about Miss Southern Belle about what I'm gonna do for the taste test because I am gonna try it, but old mechanic said my hair is always messy when I wake up. That's funny. Thank you, Cynthia. Oh, what are you sorry about, Claudette? What happened? I missed something. I don't understand. Oh, about dropping links? Oh, Claudette, you don't worry about that because guess what? I just learned the other day. Yeah, somebody, who was it? Somebody told me online how to do it. And I said, oh, I think I just did it. There's Robin. Come on in here, Robin. We've been talking about gardening, the weather, um, my birthday cards. If you want to send me one, and you don't have to, but I think I'm going to have a few giveaways on my birthday. I've never given myself a birthday party, but I think I'm going to do a few giveaways. I think I'm going to get me a little birthday crown, and I may have me a little cupcake or something. But I want y'all to bring your favorite drink because I mean I'm gonna have people up on the panel, and if you want to bring whatever you drinking onto the panel or a little snack that you're having, I want you to bring it to my birthday party. I'm gonna be setting the time for my birthday party, probably that Sunday before the Tuesday that I have my live. Oh, thank you, Ninja. Oh, I learned. Yes, Miss Southern Belle can do that. Please drop her link, Michelle. Um, when she's live, I learned, and I cannot remember who. I think it was in Judy Mays. Someone told me how to just drop lives, people's channel really, really fast, and I know how to do it now. Yeah, party at my house. Whoop whoop. Been a long time since I partied. And I was going to ask y'all, let's take a little survey. Should I have it during the daytime, later in the evening, have a night party? I mean, what do y'all think? What did y'all vote? I know y'all probably going to say, well, do it when you want to do it. Well, if we can be there, we'll be there. But I mean, would y'all rather have it later in the afternoon? Which I'm not going to be able to do it in the morning anyway. I mean, should I have it mid-afternoon? Because it don't get dark until really later now, so I could really have it around 5 or 6, and but I don't want to have it during lunch or supper. Somebody eating and can't come to the party. No, no, I'm not doing it on Sunday. I'm just gonna announce the time that I'll be doing it on that Tuesday, that Sunday. I'm gonna put out a little notice saying, I'm gonna have my birthday on that Tuesday, but I'll let you know 2 days in advance about what time. What time Tuesday. That's what I'm trying to figure out. If I'm gonna do it after lunch, mid afternoon, night. Okay, 6:30 Eastern time would be 5:30 my time. Cause see, that's not a bad time. That sounds pretty good. Oh, thank you, Sharon. There's Red Road. Lena. Hey, how are you? Now, Lena, did you say you were buying a new car or a vehicle for your daughter, or did I dream that? Because sometimes I dream things. I bet Robin has the prettiest poodle dogs that you have ever seen. Every time I see her picture, her little icon, her little um, what is that called? Her little thing that she has to show who she is. It's got that picture of that poodle, and I mean that. And I've always wanted a standard poodle, and we had a little toy poodle. But those standard poodles are really, really nice. I've always wanted one, but I'm sure they are hard to keep groomed. Are they, Robin? That's true, Ninja. First shifters will be home by 5:30. Avatar, thank you. I always give thumbs up when I come in. It's like ringing the doorbell for me. Good thought. Ring that doorbell. That's what I have to start saying. Ring that doorbell. Bye, Mimi. Talk to you soon. What's the name of your fur babies, Robin? Oh, you have to groom them every 2 months. Well, that's the way we were with Domino, our poodle. We had to groom him about every 6 to 8 weeks. But I mean, standard poodles are larger poodles, so I don't know what the expense of that is of grooming a larger dog. Oh, well, that's a plus. You try to do it yourself. Okay, gotcha. Go back up here. All right, there's my email address. I could come up with some things for a taste test that I really like, but would be not pleasing to other people. Now, the combination of food that I don't think so. You can ask her. I don't think she puts content. What is that? What kind of hounds? Af Afghan hounds? Afghan hounds are a lot of work. I've never heard of that. They do. They do, Ninja Mama. Our poodle lived to be 16. Oh my goodness. I knew it was probably a lot, but they are beautiful when they are clipped. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Thank you, Jamie's Country Living, for saying hit the thumbs up. I'm doing two beverages and a health bar. Okay. I don't know if you're new or not, Michelle, because I think you've been here a couple of times. And if you've been here over once, you're not new. You're one of the regulars. You are one of the regulars. Oh, I love lasagna. But Ninja Mama Renee supports all channels. She is excellent about supporting channels. Really, life? You have such a big heart to help a stranger. Who are you talking about, Bowline? So I thought what would be so much fun, since I love giving, is to actually give things on my birthday. Like, I'd like to give out a few things, a few gifts to people, and we call them happies here where I'm from. Uh, did you get your little happy? It's a little bitty present, which, it's sort of like the pacifier that a baby takes. We call them binkies. Some people call them pacifiers. Some people call them, I don't know, other names. We call them binkies. I don't know what y'all call them. What do y'all call pacifiers that you give a baby? Here where I live, we call them binkies. What did I miss in the chat? Everybody speaking to everybody. What do those dogs that those hounds? Oh yeah, you call them binkies too, Robin? Yeah, Passy. Yeah, I've heard that. Um, but anyway, getting back to the taste test. Um, called them what, Claudette? Bounce, sound, south. How do you pronounce that? Down south? That's got to be wrong. It's French. Oh, okay. Well, no wonder I can't say it. Neither one of my children would take a binky. I mean, at times I wanted Matt to take a binky because Matt was my child that never slept. He fought sleep. He still fights sleep now. He's 32, almost 32 years old. He still fights sleep. He's just like his daddy. Now Taylor's like me. I can I can fall asleep at a drop of a hat. It doesn't matter who's around. But I think that Matt and James think they're going to miss something if they go to sleep. Like something's going to happen that they're not going to be able to see or do. And me, I'm just like, no, I got to go sleep. I'm not worried about what's going on. Yeah, Pomeranians are cute. We call them a white elephant. What we call a white elephant is if you give a gift that you already have in your house and you gift it to somebody else, it's called a white elephant gift. I think that's what that is. What was the name of your Pomeranian, Miss Southern Belle? Yeah, Sharon. That's what I've always heard. Yeah, we are without animals too. Our last one passed away. Bye, Maria. Thanks for dropping by. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up. See you soon. I hope you come to my birthday party. So, what are all you mothers doing for Mother's Day? Do y'all know? It has just creeped up on me all of a sudden that it's supposed to be Mother's Day. I don't know if that's happened to you all or not, but somebody mentioned that this Sunday was Mother's Day, and I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. I've got to look at my calendar because I don't really know if that's true. But Mother's Day is always the Sunday before my birthday, which I should have known that they were telling the truth. Lola, oh, that's nice. So my daughter tells me yesterday when I was talking with her on the phone. Thank you, Claudette. Um, that she will be spending Sunday with me. Now I won't get to spend Sunday with my son. I won't see him until the 20th of this month when we go on our trip, our anniversary trip to the coast. and I'll see my son and my daughter-in-law and my sweet Berkeley. And oh, nice, Robin. Nice, Claudette. Jamie said, I have 6 dogs, 8 hens, 1 rooster, and a hen setting on eggs, 9 baby turkeys, 1 guinea, 1 tom turkey, and a hen turkey. Woo, you got a house full. He lives in Louisiana. He's a physical therapist, and my daughter-in-law is a pharmacist in a hospital. And she was doing her residency at a hospital in Louisiana. When they moved there, she had to finish her residency. So once she finished her residence, um, they just decided to stay in Louisiana and live. Which that's where you all know that's where James is from. So, but if I ever thought one of my children was going to live in Louisiana, it would have been Taylor. So I would have lost that bet altogether. I would have never thought Matt would live in Louisiana. But Matt can really live anywhere. He's my child that loves to venture out and travel and go to different states and meet different people. Diamond with Purpose says, I have Mother's Day with my mom on Saturday before my girls and grandbaby will come to church with me, and they then eat at my daughter's house for the first mother. Oh, for her first Mother's Day. How sweet. Thank you, Maria. Thank you. Wait, what happened? Michelle's lost. What happened? I missed it. Got to go back up. Running my mouth and wasn't paying attention to my neighbors. All right, hang on just a minute. Let me see here. Go back up. Did Michelle lose a pet, a fur baby? Hey, Jessica. It's okay, hon. Come on in here and stay as long as you can. I don't know yet, Sam. I'll have to look at them. I can't make a decision until I like to shop. You know, Miss Southern Belle, she had those pink ones, and then Red Red's production. I think she had the red ones. Vicky had those yellow looking ones, so I don't really know which one. How are you, Jessica? I've been watching your videos. Oh, I love the scent. Oh no, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm so sorry, Michelle. I will definitely say a prayer for you and your family. Oh, I know it is hard. You know, when my grandmother was alive, she was like the one that kept, the whole family together. My mom's sisters and my mom's brother, her grandchildren would all gather up because we want to be around her. Well, when she passed away, everybody just went their own direction. And it kind of split everybody up. But now my first cousin and all of our first cousins are slowly coming back together. Which Bo and I, which is the one that has the tree farm, he and I are close and will always be close. He's like a brother to me. Which he will be going on the trip to the coast with us. You like white gloves, Robin? So what is everybody having for supper tonight? I have got to plan something before my daughter and son-in-law get here. We decided we wasn't gonna cook. We was gonna get something out. But see, my daughter is on that keto, which she's lost over 80 pounds on the keto diet, and she can only have certain things. So when we eat out, we have to go to a place where she's able to purchase something too, or we go to another place. It does, Cynthia. It does. And it's like you have to start, you know, you did not like your grandpa or grandma. Oh, that was my stability. My grandparents, I felt so safe. Well, it was my maternal grandparents, uh, my mom's mom and dad. I felt so safe at their home. And my grandmother was actually like a mother to me. I think I've spoke about that before. Yeah, Michelle, keto. And my son does, but they do the dirty keto. They don't do the oh, that sounds good, Ninja. Baked chicken, potatoes, and broccoli. Oh, I love vegetables. I think she's talking about my daughter being on the keto diet, Sharon. Yeah, she was real small when she got married. And then after she got married, she was under a really stressful job that was stressing her out. And she gained weight. And then she started a new job. And then all of a sudden started losing weight. Decided she was going to start eating right, doing right. I mean, it's amazing how some people don't like change, but change can be good sometimes. I mean, you got to look at it like that. Change can be good. I'm going back up to low carb to come back to keto. I just need a break. Yeah, I tell my daughter all the time, you really shouldn't stay on the keto diet all the time. It's not really healthy for you because that puts your body into ketosis and that's how you lose weight. And going into ketosis affects your kidneys. And you don't need to stay there a long time. Oh wow, Bowline. Way to go. Well, I went down on May the 1st. I was only on 5 milligrams of steroids. So I am coming off the steroids. The highest I've been was on a 80 milligram a day. And I'm telling you something, that is not fun. I was a brownie, Robin. Yes, ma'am, I was a brownie. Not ketosis isn't what you're thinking of. What am I thinking of, Michelle? Oh, my doctor's appointment, Cynthia. My doctor's appointment was really good. That was my with my general practitioner doctor, and it went really well. Home health is not coming here anymore. I was needing them to come by every week or so because I was having an issue, but I got free of them. My doctor said he gave me uh, an okay that I was doing okay. I go see my neurologist June the 2nd, and I'm supposed to start a new treatment that they give people that have MS. I can't think of it. It starts with an R. It's a IV that home health I have to come by, and it's an infusion that they'll give me that's supposed to try to stop my try to throw me into remission is what they're trying to do. Yeah, I had an episode last Tuesday, not yesterday, but Tuesday before last, and I didn't know what was going on, and it was a bad episode. And James was about to go to work, and he called my daughter, told her to come stay with me. She spent the night with me, and then I talked to my doctor about it. He explained to me what happened, used this big long name, and which it wasn't. It could have been harmful if James hadn't have been here, and I wouldn't have been able to. Let's just say I would have passed out and nobody would have been here, and it could have been bad. But because he was here, I was able to become alert again and get more conscious. Hey, Mr. Doggity Dog. Yes, sir. Canadians are invited. You're right, Claudette. Who said, Claudette, my grandma was gorgeous at 80, so to me, y'all still look fun in y'all's gray hair. Now, let me tell you about gray hair. I love gray hair. Now, some women, and that's fine with me if you don't want to turn gray and you want to still continue to highlight your hair and color your hair. But when I started getting these little gray hairs right here, I was so excited. I love gray hair. Now, some women don't, and that's fine, but I like gray hair. Angie, you need a watch that notifies. The episode that I had, I couldn't have matched the emergency button. I couldn't have got to my phone. I couldn't have. I mean, it was just bad. I couldn't lift my arms, my legs, my head. I couldn't have got anybody here because I couldn't get myself together. So an emergency little thing wouldn't have mattered because I couldn't get my hands to work to come up and mash the button, which scared me a lot. Oh, it does? Okay, I didn't know that. Hey, Lisa. Michelle, will you drop Lisa's channel, please? Lisa, are you having an auction? When is your next auction? Lisa has auctions, and they are very good. If you would check her channel out. But the episode that I had the other day had nothing to do with my sarcoidosis. Well, it did, but it didn't. I mean, it happened because I'm in the condition that I'm in, like a wheelchair, and I can't move my legs, and I'm not able to walk. It happened because of that, but not because of the actual sarcoidosis. Yeah, Jessica sure is chocolate girl. Oh, you may do a $1. Okay. All right. Thanks for letting us know because Michelle has been so kind, bless her heart. She says she's new here, but she's not. To drop the channels for me. I don't want to put anybody to work when they come into my channel, but there's so many good channels that's coming into my chat that I don't want to for people to like Diving with Purpose, your channel, Jessica's channel, uh Miss Southern Bale's channel, Canadian Scrapper, Nora Explorer, which I don't think that's her name, but her name's Nora, but it's the Explorer. Um, all these channels, oh, Connection with Lives and Interests, that's Sharon. All these channels that I'm calling out, you would not be disappointed if you checked any of them or all of them out. Oh, your schedule's messed up. Oh, I think I remember you saying that in Irene's live. Thank you, Michelle. When are you moving, Lisa? Aren't you preparing to move? Yeah, I saw that. I remember now. I remember now, Lisa. Look, so my husband and my son-in-law was taking my husband's scrap iron off yesterday off a lot or some land that we sold. And they put all this stuff on my husband's trailer, okay, that was attached to the back, hooked to the back of my husband's truck. So I get this phone call, and it's James, and he says, "Hey," and I know something's happened when he says it like that. And I said, "Hey, uh, look, we had a blowout on 051 in my trailer." I said, "You did?" He said, "Yeah, Brent's coming to the house. I forgot my wallet." Really? You forgot your wallet? But anyway, they had to buy a tire for the trailer, get it changed out and everything, take the load to the scrap yard. They were just having a time yesterday. But that's right up men's alleys. I mean, anytime they got something major to handle like that, it makes them feel all okay. Don't take this the wrong way, but manly. Oh yeah, man, I had to go out and change the tire on my trailer. We had a blowout going down 51. You should have seen it. The trailer was going this way, and now they always have a story to tell. And after 35 years, I've heard every story in the book. I was just thankful they didn't get hurt, or if the trailer didn't come off the truck and the stuff flip off and hit somebody that was driving behind them. I mean, that's what I was thinking about. Was I was just glad everybody was safe. Trying to sell them on our channel, but my buyers seem to only want my jewelry and stuff. Oh, you selling other things? Oh, you need to sell a bunch of personal collectibles and figurines. Oh, really? I don't know if I've been on there when you tried to sell your personal stuff. Sharon had to leave, and I didn't get to say bye. Yeah, right, Ninja. Macho man. You got it. There's Judy May, my chia pet buddy. I put my chia pet before I come on live, and I don't know why I did this. Excuse me. I put my chia pet outside to get a little sun, more than what the sun was in my window. I hope it don't burn him up, bless his heart, or bless her heart. It's called Burke. But oh, and Judy May has a great channel too, Michelle. If you want to drop her link, thank you, Cynthia, for dropping these links. Uh, Judy May has coffee with Jude. I think it's Monday, Wednesday, and maybe Friday. Or do you still have Friday night uh, fireside chat? I'm not really. I know that sounds bad, but I can't keep up with everybody. And she does these little short videos. She has a wonderful pet named Jackson, who I just love. Jackson. Um, Doggy Dog said people seem to never change tires on trailers. They only last. The funny thing about that, Mister Doggity Dog, he had told me about 2 weeks ago. I've got to get some tires for my trailer. I'm like, okay, go get tires for your trailer. Well, I don't know if he got busy and was doing other things. I know he didn't forget about it, because that's one thing about a man. If you all have had one for as many years as I've had, they don't forget about what they need to fix that belongs to them, like their truck, their trailer, their tractor, um, what tools they have, where their tools are. Um, if somebody moves their tool just a little bit, they know that somebody's been in there messing with their tools. Um, but when it comes to you needing something in the house, oh, I need you to look at a faucet. I need you to look at this or that. It's like, oh, I'll do it. I'll get to it. Don't worry, I'll get to it. But it's fine. I've been married 35 years. I accept it. I mean, I accept James the way he is. He is very good to me. I love him. I wouldn't take nothing for him. And I'm sure he feels the same way about me. I could when I used to be healthier and he would ask me to do something, I would say, okay, okay, I'll get to it in a minute. Just give me a minute. But the one thing that, and I'll never break James from this, okay? And I know I won't. And I don't know why I keep trying to break him from him doing this. Because I love him regardless, but I just wish he would stop doing this one thing. Oh, well, not just this one thing. But he comes in from work, he sets everything on my kitchen table, his lunch pail. He takes his boots right off, and we got a whole little room down here that he could take his boots off in, and our laundry room's right by the door. He could just take his work clothes off right there, but he's going to come in. He's going to put everything on the table, and then when you decide to clean and move it, wait a minute, what? What? You move my stuff? Why do you move my stuff? Well, it doesn't go on the table, James. Well, I knew where it was. Well, find a new spot. Things like that. Men do things like that. That's that that's that Y chromosome. They can't help it. Yeah, a round to it. There you go. That's exactly right, Mr. Doggity Dog. Yes. Love, respect, and trust. Yes. But I look back over the 35 years I've been married, and I've actually allowed James to be the way he is because the things that, like I tell Taylor and Matt sometimes when their dad does a certain thing, I'm like, oh, sweet baby Jesus. If he don't stop doing that, I don't know what I'm going to do, like crunching ice. Cannot stand crunching ice. But I've dealt with it for 35 years and put up with it. So I can't really blame him for continuing to do it because I never really, you know, said anything. But crunching ice is one of my pet peeves. I don't know what I got on the subject of men about, but man, I need to write a book about 35 years of marriage. People would not even begin to understand until you live with a man 35 years. And I know he feels the same way about me. Him saying living with a woman 35 years, I mean, it could be turned around to his view because we each have a view of how we see each other. But I mean, we love each other. I can't imagine living with somebody that you don't love because, oh my goodness, that's got to be hard. Judy May says, Mr. Doggity Dog Jackson knows your name. When I say your name, he comes walking over, his ears all perked up, and look at me. Ah, that's so sweet. That is so sweet. Oh, yeah. I never tried to change James. I didn't want him. Yeah. Start a series on my channel. Yeah. Chapter 1. Mike and I have been married now longer than we met at age 12. Oh, well, see, that's the way my daughter and son-in-law are. They met when they were 14. And I didn't think that he was ever going to be my son-in-law because I thought, well, this will be her first little love and she'll get over him and then she'll move on. And when she goes to college, she'll meet somebody else. Not that I didn't like him. I just figured, this won't be the person she marries. And of course it was. And I mean, she's got to live with him, and I love him as a son-in-law. And I'm not sure how he is as a husband. He's real good to her, and that's all you can ask for is for a man to be good to your daughter, and a woman to be good to your son. But I prayed a long time about being a good mother-in-law. Yeah, Claudette, you know where I'm coming from. Married all those years. I told James, I said, look here. If I had been given a sentence in prison for 35 years, you do realize I'd be coming up for parole in May, right? And now I'm not. I'm still going to be married. So I'm not going to get parole, but I guess I'll still keep you. And he just laughed. And he would tell me when I turned 40, he said, I'm gonna trade you in for 220s. I said, baby, 220s would kill you. There's no sense in you trying to get 220s. Bye, Cynthia. Yeah, it's a trip. I am so glad you all came in this afternoon to spend time with me and get in the neighborhood. Oh, the sun just went down. Could y'all tell the lighting went down in my living room, in my kitchen? The sun just went down. I can't wait till I start picking squash and cucumbers and tomatoes and all that from my garden. And I can show you all. I can't wait. I'm excited. Judy May, I don't know if you were here when we were talking about it. I'm thinking about, I don't know what time we will go live on my birthday. I know I want it to be after lunch. I don't know if I want it to be 4, 5, 6, later than 6. I don't know how late I want it to be. I don't think I want it to be extremely late. No, I don't want to do that. I think I want it to be, and it's got to be Central Time. So if you're in Eastern Time, that means it's going to be an hour earlier. Exactly. Exactly, Michelle. Yes, exactly. You are exactly right with that comment. And at 40, we're not worried about some young thing training you. Yeah. Ninja Mama said, I never heard of volunteer okra. It must not get cold enough there to kill it. For the last 2 winters, no, we hadn't had um a cocoa winter. Filipina British eye story. Well, come on in here, neighbor, and join us and join the neighborhood. You are now part of the hood. It's me, Angie's neighborhood. Yeah, Ninja, it volunteers. I haven't seen it this year, but come up yet, but I hope it does. Oh, we also have some green onions too, but they're not in the garden. They're over here on the side of the house. And my husband has them in big flower pots like this that we have. We're just trying to keep away from having to go to the grocery store and buy some of the things that are so expensive now. I mean, everything's just gone sky high. I mean, it's ridiculous. Uh, I don't know if y'all noticed this or not, but there are certain items that I purchase every time I purchase groceries. It's repeat items. Well, I've noticed that those repeat items that I purchase are just going up and up and up on price, but you're getting less in the can or the box or whatever you're buying. I don't know if y'all have noticed that or not. Oh yes, fried okra. Renee, yes. Our entire family loves fried okra. I mean, it's just like a snack to us. We love it. Do I have any plans? Well, actually, it's the weekend after my birthday, Judy May. Is when we're going to the coast for to celebrate our 35th wedding anniversary, and both my children are going to be there. That my son-in-law and daughter-in-law, and of course, Sweet Berkeley. Uh, my cousin Bo and his wife. We're going to stay Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and probably come home Monday morning. So that's going to be kind of my anniversary, birthday, Mother's Day, all that. That's going to be that weekend. We're going to celebrate everything that weekend. Okay, Michelle. She said we have planted in containers this season. Property is at our line and was just feeding the animals last year. Okay, about that. Well, when you fry it, it's not really as slimy as it is if you put it in peas or butter beans or something like that. Um, because we de-slime it like before we fry it. We try to get all that slime out of it. Like put it in a colander and we just kind of run water and drain it and let all that slimy stuff come out and then fry it. Okay, so some people think I live in the country, but actually I say I live in a town. But I know it's just a town that has 2,000. Okay, I know it's small. But people that visit from the city, um, yeah, that's a Tuesday, you May. And they come here, they say, "Oh no, just because your little town is close, you still live in the country." Well, to me, I live in town, and no, we don't have a red light. We don't. Yeah, it's rural. It's a rural area. Our school, I graduated with 55 students. My son graduated with 51 students. My daughter was the largest class that school ever had in the history of that school, and she graduated with 85 classmates. So it's a very small town. Yeah, I love my neighborhood. We have the best, y'all are good neighbors. I love you all. But my surrounding neighbors, excellent neighbors. Love my neighbors. We have one neighbor that's across here out my front door that lives across the street. Uh, when they first moved in, we had spoke and I had spoke to his wife and everything. And one day I had left my door open and he walked, and I guess I'd left it open several hours. It was during the springtime. It was a couple years ago. And he walks over and knocks on the door and he looks in and I was in the recliner, you know, relaxing, propping my feet up. And he says, "Ma'am," and I look and I say, "Yes." And he says, "Are you okay?" And I said, "Yes, I am." He said, "Well, I noticed your door had been open a long time and I wanted to make sure you were okay." Well, from that day forward, we became really good friends with him. And he acts like he's when James is not here, he acts like he has to be the one to make sure I'm okay, make sure that nobody comes to the house, no harm comes to me at night when James works nights. He makes sure I'm okay. Um, and he's a younger guy, and he was in the service, and he was in the military. He, yeah, he checks on me. He and his wife check on me all the time. They'll text me and say, "Are you okay? Do you need anything?" You're gonna make some barbecue what? Chicken broths. Okay, Judy May. Oh, breast. Okay. And then because we've been living in this neighborhood for 30 some years, the neighbors that we have are actually older than James and I. Like they're in their 70s. Um, like James would go over and check on them. There's an elderly lady. He cuts her grass now that she's a widow. Um, and if something happens to these neighbors to the right of us, they'll come over and ask us James at home if he can come over and help with things. You know, James is just the neighborhood handyman, I guess. But that's how small an area that I live in that everybody just kind of knows everybody. But what they don't know is Angie has started a YouTube channel because I hadn't told very many people that I live that I know in this little small town. Even my Facebook, a lot of people don't know that I've started a YouTube channel. Not that I'm trying to hide it from them. I don't know. I'm just that type of person. I don't go around advertising stuff that I do. Yeah, that's nice. We don't have many neighbors being in a lake town. Most of them are just vacationers. Yeah, wait till they find out. That's right, Nora. But I want to get to 500 subscribers before I really start revealing to. Now, my sister found out by accident. My oldest sister that comes in the live chat, she was just here. I did a podcast on sarcoidosis with a lady that comes on here. Her name is Jackie's Tea, and she wanted me to be on her podcast about dealing with sarcoidosis. And at the end of the interview, she said, "How can people find you?" And I said, "Well, I have a YouTube channel," and I gave the name. Well, my sister listens to the podcast. Oh boy, when she got to the end of that podcast and it said that I had a YouTube channel, my phone was blowing up. Why didn't you tell me you had a YouTube channel? How long have you had this YouTube channel? Why didn't you tell me? I don't understand what the big secret was. I mean, she was all over me like white on rice. And so I just told her, I said, I don't know why I didn't tell you. I just didn't tell you. But you know, I really am a private person. If you was to meet some of my friends that have known me for years, they would tell you that I'm a real private person, that I don't talk about my uh problems or anything that goes on in my house or any situation I'm going through. You know, to you all, I don't speak about my disability that much. You know, I'm a very private person, not trying to say that I'm ashamed of it or I don't want you to know. If you ask me, I'm going to tell you. But oh, you have a client that has sarcoidosis? What kind, Michelle? Because you can have it in any organ. At Life Adventures with Michelle, that Angie is on YouTube. Because I have neurosarcoidosis, which is in my spine and my nervous system. That's why I'm in so much pain. I have tumors on my spine, and it's caused me to lose the ability to walk. And I have cardiac sarcoidosis. I have a pacemaker. Those are the two worst types of sarcoidosis you can have. It's neuro and cardio, which no sarcoidosis is fun. None of it is. Yeah, what kind of and Robin, hers is in remission. I'm so happy for you, Robin. That's what I'm looking forward to is for mine to go into remission. I told James one day when I when we talk about my pacemaker, I said, "Do you tell all your friends at work that you have a wife that runs off batteries?" He said, "What?" I said, "There's Kicking It with Harold and Friends. Come on in here." I said, "Did I run off batteries?" He said, "What are you talking about?" I said, "Well, without my pacemaker, I wouldn't be alive." I said, "I'm 100% dependent on my pacemaker." He just laughed and he said, "Yeah, too bad I can't pull those batteries out and put them back in when I want to." I said, "Hey, now, you're going too far. You need to back up with the conversation before you walk off into that deep water. You don't want to walk off in that deep water and start having to, you know, you can be drowning. Don't walk off in that deep water." Thank you. Kicking it with Harold. I need all the prayers I can get. How long have I had it? I was diagnosed. Let's see, both of my children got married the same year in 2017. That I was on a cane. 2016, probably the beginning of 2016. I was diagnosed with. No, I started having problems, and then later on that year, I got diagnosed with it. Is there research being done on this autoimmune disease so they know why it happens? Well, they think they know why it happens, but see, it's very rare. Um, women, uh, this disease does not happen by, usually it's environmental. Uh, it's not something that it's hereditary, I don't think, unless the people live in the same house. A lot of it's environmental. Well, hey there, crafty body boo. Come on in here, honey. Get in here and take a seat around the table. Get you something to drink, girlie. But I never dreamed that I would live in pain every day of my life. I would see people that lived in pain that would go to our church, and I would know just by the expression on their face that they were in pain and they lived in pain every day. And I would say, "Oh my goodness." And I would pray for them and say, "I don't know how that feels to be in pain. I hope I never have to experience that." And here it is. I have to experience living in excruciating pain every day. But I deal with it. Don't ever say what you can't deal with, because you will deal with it. Yes, Mr. Doggity Dog, it is. It is a Medtronic pacemaker. And by the way, I have 4 years left on my pacemaker. In 4 years, I will have to have a new battery put in for my pacemaker. But I don't think about that when that time comes. Uh, is Selman's Kitchen here? Well, welcome. Come on in here. I don't want to miss anybody. Oh, steroids didn't help you? Well, they must not be helping me, but they helping me, spread out and get this moon, which this is getting better. The moon face, uh, since coming off the steroids. Well, happy Wednesday to you too. I wear this emergency bracelet in case something happens to me. It's not funny, but you have to laugh at it. It's so filled up on the front of it that I had to shorten the words to get everything that's wrong with me on my emergency bracelet. Because when you have a pacemaker, you can't be shot with those pads that they say back up, and they hit you with that to try to get your heart to pump again or to start again. When you have a pacemaker, you can't have those. They're not supposed to use those on you when you have a pacemaker. So I'm just thinking, oh, if that ever happens to me, are they going to look on my wrist and see that I have a pacemaker before they hit me with those pads. I mean, I don't want that to happen, but I mean, I can't control it. All I can do is wear my bracelet so people will know and see it's got my heart, it's got my pacemaker on there, my sarcoidosis, what I'm allergic to. I'm allergic to codeine and aspirin. I can't take those two things. Oh, you have a Medtronic infusion pump. Now, see, I don't even know what that is. Is that like a defibrillator? Cause see, I don't have a defibrillator. I don't have that. I just have the pacemaker. What is an infusion pump? If you don't mind me asking, Mr. Doggity Dog. Oh, what's going on with Bonnie Boo? I'm talking about me and I'm missing. Oh no, Bonnie, you go for replacement shoulder? Oh, let me write that down. Oh my goodness. I will be praying and I want to pray for Michelle's family. Let me write this down. And Bonnie Boo is having shoulder replacement surgery. Please, please, if you can, Bonnie, have someone or you as soon as you can keep us updated on what's going on. Because when there's certain people are not in the chat, we start missing them. And oh, you had a defibrillator? I had it 3 times during a code blue. Wait a minute, I'm confused. All right, you don't have the defibrillator anymore, but you have something called an infusion. Look, there was I'm sorry, it was a man that went to our church. He had a defibrillator. And with a defibrillator, if something happens to your heart, boom. Hey Joe, come on in here. You're gonna hit the floor. If it goes off and you're not in control of it. If your heart start doing weird things, you automatically or that defibrillator is gonna kick in and you are going down. Well, that's what the man had one of his episodes in church. And I mean he just boom and he had no control over it. Oh wait, it's a pump that pushes painkillers into. Oh my goodness, I might need to check into that. I'm gonna ask my neurologist about that. Did you have an accident, Mr. Doggity Dog? Oh, Robin, steroids made you cough? I never had that problem with steroids. Yeah, Joe, come on in. You done got in on a medical conversation. Did you did you have an accident that caused all your pain? See, Robin had sarcoidosis in her pulmonary. I don't. My lungs have always been clear. That's why they thought I didn't have sarcoidosis, is because it most of the time starts in your lungs. Well, mine didn't. Mine did not start in the lungs. Of course, I got to be different than everybody. Oh yeah, you're right, Nora. Steroids will keep you awake. You're exactly right, and they'll make you want to eat the paint off your walls because you think you're hungry, but you're not. Oh, you destroyed your back. Oh no, Mr. Doggity Dog. Being a firefighter. Thank you for that service. You had an allergic reaction, Joe? Oh no. Well, I'm allergic to codeine and aspirin, but I don't know if that would affect a pump or not. Codeine, when I had codeine and I realized that I was allergic to it, uh, I went on a trip, never left my house. I'm just gonna tell you. The trip I took that night after I come home and I was taking uh codeine when I had my eye surgery. And I had never taken codeine before. And oh my goodness, like I said, I took a trip, never even left my house. I went with seeing things, talking out of my head. I had me a good party. I was calling people, inviting them over to my house, telling them that I was having a party. Oh yeah, it was bad. I mean, it was bad. I know I hadn't had a decent night's sleep, and I couldn't tell you when, Mister Doggy Dog. Yeah, that was pretty scary too, Claudette. Yeah. But luckily, there again, James was here. And now we laugh about it. But at the time, it wasn't funny because I didn't know what I was doing. I mean, I was the type of teenager that didn't do any kind of drug or experiment with, you know, drugs or anything. So because I never wanted to be out of control. I was always the person that sat back, watch everybody else, drink too much alcohol. Now, don't get me wrong, I've had alcohol, but I would never get really soused or whatever. But I'd be the one that would sit back and watch everybody else. So when this came along, and like I said, went on a trip, never even left my house. But Metro Trexate injections finally got me in. Well, I'm hoping that these injections that I'm gonna start in June will get mine into remission. And I just hope and pray I like my new neurologist because I'm seeing a new neurologist in June. Okay, so I'm gonna tell y'all. All right, this is my plan. Okay, I know he's not very happy about receiving new patients from the doctor that I had because he's probably already overloaded with patients anyway. Because if you all deal with any kind of specialist, you know how many months it takes you to get in to see somebody. At least it does here in my state. Well, my plan is when I go see him, is just to be real calm, cool, and collected, um, and just say, "Look, I'm glad to meet you. You don't know me. You don't know my case. You don't know anything about me yet. And I know you're not very happy about having me as a patient, but you may be. I don't know. But if you're not going to try to treat me according to my disease and try to treat me, give me the right treatment. I mean, he doesn't have to treat me nice. I want him to respect me, but he don't have to dote over me. Uh, if you're not going to do that, I really need to find someone else. I mean, I'm just going to be open with him. I don't need to start a new doctor that's not going to give me his undivided attention. It's not like I have a cold or something like that. I have a serious autoimmune disease and I want him to pay attention. And if he's not going to be able to pay attention, then I need to find somebody else. Hello, Shirley. Come on in here. Mr. Doggity Dog just had a birthday? Well, happy belated birthday, Mr. Doggity Dog. Come on in, Shirley. We're just talking about medical stuff. And that's why I just am always upbeat, positive. Try to tell everybody life's too short. Don't worry about the small stuff. Yes. Y'all, Claudette and Ninja, y'all are both preaching to the choir when y'all tell that. All I can say is amen to that because I'm telling you, you can get into a bad office of doctors or you can get to one bad doctor. Oh my goodness. Mm-mm. There's 96. Come on in here, 96. And honestly, I don't think that our state is like other states. I don't think our state knows a lot about sarcoidosis. Even the best hospital that we have in our state, which is 45 minutes from where I live, is several hospitals that way. I don't think they know enough about sarcoidosis. I think they're just learning. Now I could go to Louisiana to Ochsner's, and they could probably start all over again and run all these tests, and I could go through all these. Oh my goodness, I don't even want to think about it. The tests that I went through for them to try and diagnose me with what I had. I don't know if I could relive that again. I guess if I have to make myself better, I would. But you don't know how tiring it gets going to the doctor. I get so tired of it. Who's making a lemon cake? Yes, Nora. And that was a strange story too. With a pacemaker, you're not supposed to get in an MRI machine. That is not even supposed to happen. So when I first started having trouble, they wouldn't put me in an MRI machine when my legs stopped working. Well, finally, I went to a doctor and he said, "You're going to have to get in an MRI machine." I said, "I can't. I have a pacemaker. I can't get in an MRI machine." He said, "I don't care. You are going to be in a wheelchair in a year if we don't find out what's wrong with you." I said, "Well, you're going to have to call my heart doctor because he says I can't get in an MRI machine." So he calls my heart doctor. They talk on the phone. He comes back in there. He says, "Okay, your heart doctor said you can get into an MRI machine." I said, "Okay." So my heart doctor calls me. We get it all set up. He goes to the heads of the hospital. I mean, he has to get this approved by everybody. I mean, this is something that just don't happen every day. So we meet him that morning, James and I do, and he said, "Look here, I got it approved. I had to go all the way to Baylor to find a study on where they have give someone with a pacemaker MRI, the one pacemaker like you have. Now they have pacemakers that are implanted that you can get into an MRI, but mine's not that type of pacemaker. So I'm about to get ready to go back to radiology to get my MRI done, and the people in the radiology just come out going, "No way, she's not getting in the MRI machine. She's not having an MRI. We're not doing it. She has a pacemaker. No way." So my heart doctor says, "Look, I have this piece of paper from the head of the hospital that says she is getting a pacemaker. I mean, a MRI." I said, "Look here. I'm the one that can spontaneously combust in that machine in there. What are y'all worried about? I want to find out what's wrong with me." Well, what they were worried about was the liability, like I was going to sue them if something happened, which I would have never been able to sue them because I would have been dead. But anyway, my heart doctor says, "Let me go in here," and he programmed my pacemaker. He turned it down and everything, and I went up into this MRI machine. Didn't know what was going to happen, had no idea, but I went. So I stayed in there 2 hours in that MRI machine with this pacemaker. 2 hours. And them looking at every part, and I knew they were finding something. I said, "Oh, they're seeing something, or they would have already taken me out of this." And see, I was a lot smaller than I am now, but being cramped up in that MRI, I wouldn't even open my eyes because the MRI is right here on your. It's like being in to me, a grave, and I just couldn't stand it. So I laid there for 2 hours, just went to another place in my mind to try to not think about it. And I wasn't as disabled then as I am now. I mean, I could walk with a boot, a cane, but if I had to go for an MRI now and I'm in a wheelchair, it'd be a lot worse. And I'm 70 pounds heavier. Oh, it would be bad. But anyway, I got through the MRI and I was the first female, first person at that hospital that had ever had a MRI with a non-compatible pacemaker. So, yeah, I was the trial and error. Yeah, it's not, I don't talk about it a lot, but it's you can look at it like it's a journey and a trip. I wouldn't want anybody else to take this trip, but I trusted my heart doctor. His name was Dr. Fike, and of course, right after I got my pacemaker, after I saw him a couple of years, he retired. So I'm trying to get me a young heart doctor so he won't retire before I pass away, or yeah, Bonnie Baylor is, and that's who he had to call because Baylor had done uh studies and they had people going into MRI machines that didn't have that had non-compatible see, because I'm supposed to stay away from magnets, and that's what an MRI machine is nothing but magnets. uh can't run certain equipment like weed eater, a saw, uh I'm not supposed to hold my cell phone. Like people have their cell phone and they'll lay it on their chest like this, or they'll prop it up like this. See, I'm not supposed to put my cell phone over this part of anywhere. Some people put it down into their bra or whatever. I can't do that. I'm not supposed to have my pacemaker that this that close to my pacemaker. My microwave. Hey, mom, how are you? Yep, that's right. That's right, Robin. Now I'm gonna tell you all something. I'm just gonna be straight up honest as I can be. If you live in pain, you are willing to try anything to get that pain to go away. Now I wouldn't have said that 10 years ago when I wasn't living in pain every day. There's Dow Stars. Come on in here, honey. But now, if they told me like the CBD oil and all this stuff, um, helps you. Oh yes, I'm gonna do that. Anything that they tell me that's gonna keep my pain level down, I'm gonna try it. Now I know y'all probably might judge me on that, but um, when you live in as much pain as I live in, no, I I would just now I will tell you this: I won't turn to alcohol. I know I won't turn to alcohol for the pain relief. I know I won't do that. Um, uh, I have tried the oil and stuff, but they hadn't legalized that drug in this state yet. But honestly, if it's medically prescribed, I think I would try it to see if it would relieve some of my pain instead of being on the narcotics. I don't choose narcotics. I think that's really a bad road to go down. I don't judge anybody for doing that, and I have taken those. But I think if they ever made that medically available in my state that I may would try. I'm not promising that I would stay with it, but I would try it. Yes, there are pain management areas and management places in my area. Yes, yeah, and they I have been there, and before I got diagnosed with uh sarcoidosis, I got those injections in my back because I had degenerative bone disease, and I got injections in my back. I had my legal card many years ago, and the THC made me have high anxiety, and I have way too much anxiety as it is. Well, can't they take the THC out? That's not in the medical part of that drug, is it? I thought they took that out of the medical. Dow's, are you doing okay, honey? Good to see you. I have a legal card many years ago. But does anybody know if they take the THC out of medical? Medical. You know what we're talking about? Oh, they have both kinds. See, I would get the one with the THC not in it. I would get that, and I would have to take it in food, like bake something, or I don't really think I'd want to smoke it. Or they might have an appeal. I don't know. Do they have an appeal? I mean, I'm very naive when it comes to that because I don't know. It helped with pain or sleep. Let's see. Yes, but it won't help with the pain or sleep. Oh, really, Claudette? I had no idea. I'm learning all kind of stuff. Dallas, what have you been doing? Have you answered me? Yes, you're exactly right, Robin. The you build up an immunity to ever what dose that you're taking. You're exactly right. Dallas, what are you doing today? Are you working? Dallas Stars? Yeah, but it doesn't help me. It's not for everyone, though we're all born with endocannabinoid receptors and should use THC and CBD. Thanks. I don't want that, Claudette. I guess I have to take. Oh, if I could just take Tylenol or Advil, which I can't take Advil because that's in the family of aspirin. But if I could just take Tylenol, hands down, I would just take Tylenol. Believe me, I would. Oh, is your mom doing okay? Is she all right downstairs? I hadn't tried the gummies. I don't know. Really, Judy May? I had no idea. Boy, I am learning so much. Yeah, Tylenol can be bad for your liver. Well, steroids can be bad for your liver too. Wait, Robin, you take it's a muscle relaxer. I'll have to ask my daughter-in-law about all these medicines because hello, sunflower bees found reviews. How are you? Come on in. We're talking medical stuff. My daughter-in-law let me know about all these different. Um, how are you doing today, sunflower? There are many strands of indica, and they're all work on different things. Nice. Look, this is the craziest thought, and I know this is if you're a nurse, you understand what I'm about to say, but it just for a person that doesn't know about medical things. All right, you take it. They say take uh, Tylenol for pain and aspirin for inflammation. Okay, so how does that pill know what to work on when you take it? Like you take Tylenol. You say, "Oh, I got a headache. I'm gonna take Tylenol." Okay, you take Tylenol. Then if they say take aspirin for inflammation, oh, narco. I know what that's. Yeah, yeah. I had to stop taking gabapentin. I didn't like it. I know, Nora, and every receptor I have in my spine just pings all the time. It just ping, 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 ping. It just goes off all the time. I know that does, Joe. I know it does, but it's just the thought of, um, yeah, I gabapentin gave you a stroke. Wait a minute, is that what I'm reading? Yeah, I stopped that stuff. I didn't like it at all. At all. I've heard of Lyrica. I've heard of that drug. You know, when I was when my grandmother lived to be 83, this woman still could outwork me. The only thing she took was a little small heart pill, and she controlled her diabetes with that. Um, and she was 83 years old when she passed away, and she just passed like boom. She just had a just dropped at my sister's house with a heart attack, and she was gone, which was merciful. And that's the way she always said she wanted to go. But I thought, well, I'll be like her. I'll live to be a ripe old 83, and I'll be able to get around. And oh boy, was I wrong. Was I ever wrong? Bye, Dow Stars. Good to see you, honey. You come back anytime. Glad you dropped in to check on me. You know, some people can take certain drugs and some people can't. Now, where I couldn't take gabapentin, it could help someone else. I just couldn't take it. It didn't make me feel right. Oh, have fun at Sam's. Buy plenty. And I guess that's why they make all different types of drugs because one drug is not universal. It doesn't fit everybody. I mean, you have people that are even allergic to penicillin. So, that's the universal drug of like antibiotics, but everybody can't take it. So, I don't judge anybody for the medication they take. And then you have, like I said, the allergic reactions. What time is it? Okay, well it's 4:30 and my baby daughter and my son-in-law are going to be here in an hour and a half and I got to get prepared for them. Yes, you're right, Robin. And you're allergic to penicillin. See, I'm allergic to aspirin too. but I'm not allergic to penicillin. Uh, I've enjoyed this talk. This has been a really good neighborhood chat today. I like it when you all come in and just tell it like it is. Y'all have just laid it all out on the table. I really appreciate y'all coming in. I wrote a few things down here that I got to remember. One thing is about that uh, pump in your spine. We'll ask about that. That drug, and then Michelle's family. Judy May, I'm addicted to Coffee Pete's Donut Shop. That's funny. Oh, you all are always invited to my house to join my chat. Just remember, no drama. And we're all going to be just fine if we don't have drama. And we haven't so far, and I'm so happy. But until next time, neighbor. Oh, and I have a video coming out at 6. If y'all get a chance to watch it, go watch it. Maybe today or tomorrow. You might be a little tired of me after all these hours that I chatted with you all. But until next time, neighbor, I got to go and visit with my daughter and son-in-law and feed them some supper. Bye.